What is share market or stock market? A stock market, equity market, or share market is the aggregation of buyers and sellers of stocks, also called shares, which represent ownership claims on businesses. These may include securities listed on a public stock exchange, as well as stock that is only traded privately, such as shares of private companies, which are sold to investors through equity crowdfunding platforms. Investment is usually made with an investment strategy in mind. Stocks can be categorized by the country where the company is domiciled. For example, Nestlé and Novartis are domiciled in Switzerland and traded on the SIX Swiss exchange, so they may be considered as part of the Swiss stock market, although the stocks may also be traded on exchanges in other countries. For example, as American depositary receipts, ADRs, on U.S. stock markets. Size of the markets? The total market capitalization of all publicly traded securities worldwide rose from $2.5 trillion in 1980 to $93.7 trillion at the end of 2020. As of 2016, there are 60 stock exchanges in the world. Of these, there are 16 exchanges with a market capitalization of $1 trillion or more, and they account for 87% of global market capitalization. Apart from the Australian Securities Exchange, these 16 exchanges are all in North America, Europe, or Asia. By country, the largest stock markets as of January 2021 are in the United States of America, about 55.9%, followed by Japan, about 7.4%, and China, about 5.4%. Market participation? Market participants include individual retail investors, institutional investors, e.g., pension funds, insurance companies, mutual funds, index funds, exchange-traded funds, hedge funds, investor groups, banks and various other financial institutions, and also publicly traded corporations trading in their own shares. Robo-advisors, which automate investment for individuals, are also major participants. Crash 1929? One of the most famous stock market crashes started October 24, 1929, on Black Thursday. The Dow Jones Industrial Average lost 50% during this stock market crash. It was the beginning of the Great Depression. Crash 1987? Another famous crash took place on October 19, 1987, Black Monday. The crash began in Hong Kong and quickly spread around the world. By the end of October, stock markets in Hong Kong had fallen 45.5%, Australia 41.8%, Spain 31%, the United Kingdom 26.4%, the United States 22.68%, and Canada 22.5%. Black Monday itself was the largest one-day percentage decline in stock market history. The Dow Jones fell by 22.6% in a day. Crash 2007-2009? This marked the beginning of the Great Recession. Starting in 2007 and lasting through 2009, financial markets experienced one of the sharpest declines in decades. It was more widespread than just the stock market as well. The housing market, lending market, and even global trade experienced unimaginable decline. Subprime lending led to the housing bubble bursting and was made famous by movies like The Big Short, where those holding large mortgages were unwittingly falling prey to lenders. This saw banks and major financial institutions completely fail in many cases and took major government intervention to remedy during the period. From October 2007 to March 2009, the S&P 500 fell 57% and wouldn't recover to its 2007 levels until April 2013. Crash 2020? The 2020 stock market crash was a major and sudden global stock market crash that began on February 20, 2020 and ended on 7th of April. Stock market index? The movements of the prices in global, regional or local markets are captured in price indices called stock market indices, of which there are many, e.g. the S&P, the FTSE, the Euronext indices and the Nifty and Sensex of India. Such indices are usually market capitalization weighted, with the weights reflecting the contribution of the stock to the index. The constituents of the index are reviewed frequently to include/exclude stocks in order to reflect the changing business environment. Stay tuned for more information videos.